You know what? I feel the country is becoming feminine by day. The country is becoming feminine each and every day of life. Why am I saying so? All sexual related offenses, such as rape, incest, defilement, have been made to be non-bailable offenses. You can understand the term, actually, you don't need to be a lawyer to understand the term non-bailable offense. And that simply means that you are guilty until proven innocent. You are guilty until proven innocent. So many, and you and me will know that there is never evidence that can be submitted to court where these cases are concerned, except if the person is a child, maybe, or if there is physical abuse. Otherwise, if it is just two grown people, they have sex, for example, and one, because maybe of disagreements on finances and everything, stuff like that, and one decide to go and report the other, either male or female, by the way, trust me, there will be no evidence that will prove 100% that this happened. So what are we trying? What are we trying to say? So such offenses are offenses that are moved with emotions. And why did I say that the country is becoming feminine? Is that we are making laws not using logic anymore, but we are making laws using emotions. How are people feeling in the society? I want to speak about the dangers of such laws. You know, as who live in America, for example, we have seen the effects of those laws. Here, if you are accused of any of such offenses, trust me, and we are gone. That's what I've seen today. R. Kelly, no matter how wealthy that guy is, the case that is affecting him today is in prison now, and it should be 25 years and above. He sentenced. I don't know, but it is about that. It is because he was accused that he slept with some young girls, or I don't know whether young or old, but he had such related offenses in 1995 when I was being born, and he was just sentenced not too long ago, just based on accusation. And there's this one man also right here in America who was accused by a lady, and the man is 87. He was accused by the lady that he assaulted her 57 years ago. That was about 1996 something. Now, a jury has awarded her, and the case was reported to court in 2023. And the man was found guilty this year. And he was fined $1 million to pay to the lady for sexually harassing her. And that is where we are trying to go as Zambia. Now, you see, the dangers is not about a man. No. These laws also will affect our women. Let me explain. Do you know what? This number one, what this law will do, we will put fear in men. Okay? How? Number one, as much as men who will be trying to run away from this offense, men will stop committing. Men will stop committing in relationships. Number two, men will stop marrying. And number three, men will go to prostitution. They will rather find a prostitute than find a decent woman who will later accuse her of such offenses. Because even marriage is not an exception. If your wife tells you stop, you stop. Even if you are in the middle of the action, if the wife says stop, you stop. So all this will put men in fear. Men will stop committing, men will stop marrying, and men will stop spending money, will stop caring for their girls. Why? Because they'll be going to the clubs. They'll be going to the clubs. And us as Zambians arising from the culture, not just Zambia, but Africans arising from the culture which says, as a lady, you can't make sexual related decision or advances. For example, you can't find a lady, at least in America, women are bold. Women are bold, they can talk to you, hey, can you grab some lunch sometime or something like that? They can ask you out. They may not speak it straight, but they'll speak it, they'll tell you in the riddles. And you understand that this is what you want. And if it is sex, she'll tell you right in your face, hey, I'm going to spend my night with you at your place. Or can you join me at my place? They'll tell you. But as we are arriving from the culture where we are told, If a woman comes out like that, then they are prostitutes. So a woman, even if she, our Zambian women, even if she wants sex, she would disagree to agree. Our Zambian women will tell you, no, stop. But when she wants. And that's not stop. It can change anytime. And it can be used, but I told you to stop later on if she wants to act on that. But then we understand that not stop is not stop, actually, it's continue. It's continue. So the best thing to do before passing such kind of laws is balance the economy. Our women, we know that at least 80% of our women in Africa depend on men. Even if she's educated, trust me, they are lazy to work. They can't work. If they are working in these small jobs and less hours. That's why you find our African women, most of them, when they come to America, UK, they go into depression because they can't cope up with stress, which has to be with work related. So number one that you need to do is teach mindset change lessons to our women concerning sexual actions or sexual topics. Teach them. You can make a decision. You can propose a man. Hey, I like you. Give them that power at least. Let them be telling men in their face, hey, I want sex today. Because trust me, as a typical African woman, no woman can tell a man in their face that I want to have sex today. A world traditional, typical African, unless they are prostitutes or they don't listen, then I'll agree. No woman. Unless maybe you is yes. If you're boyfriend, girlfriend, wife, yes. But if you have never met before, or you've never had sex before, no woman can walk to the man and say, hey, I like you, or yeah, or whatever, can we have sex today? No. Trust me. Unless if they're in the club or something like a prostitution, maybe. So the best thing to do is teach our women first, at least. Teach our women how to suggest and advance sexual interests. And number two, work on economy. Because like I said, our women depend, most of them, they depend on men. They depend on men. Check how many nurses, how many teachers, how many people have got degrees, diplomas in Zambia and they have no jobs. How many of them? Plenty of them. And you know, many of them are surviving. Their boyfriend are taking care of them. Their wives. Marriage today in Africa is on demand, not because of drooling love, but because women also want to survive. So when they find a man who can provide, who can care, they choose to get married. It's not just about love anymore, actually, in this generation. So now, bringing such kind of laws in the country of traditional like ours, trust me, we are creating a problem, not only to men, but to women. Even women themselves, they don't like this law. Trust me. They don't like it because they know the repercussion. They know what men will be like. They know what decision men will be making. They know. Because no one is going to jail based on accusation. And that accusation, it's come without evidence. It's just the word of mouth. I told him to stop. Or I told her to stop. That's it. You are gone. For that matter, there is no punishment attached if you find that the person who accused the other, actually, the accusation was false. The person will go scot-free. And you lose everything. If you are employed, you become unemployed. Because no one is going to wait for you and wait for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, or 1 year as you are waiting for your case to come up in court. No one, no employer is going to wait for you. So you lose your employment. It's about businesses. Your businesses will run into losses because you are not physically present. Your workers can steal. No one will control them. No one knows the corners of your business. Even if you have got someone else who can run it on your behalf, no one knows your business better than yourself. So the person will suffer. The person will suffer losses. So tell me, at the end of the day, when the court finds that they are not guilty, they are actually innocent, how do you compensate for this person? How do you punish the person who accused the person, him or her? So these are the things that, was supposed to be put in place, not just acting up with emotion and put up a law. These are the things that you're supposed to put in place to look at least be logical about it before you pass any law. You don't need to be a lawyer to understand this kind of law. So that is my submission. Otherwise, let us see how it will afford. Thank you so much for watching.